What a perfect senior day. I mean, it really was. It was just an amazing day all the way around, an amazing weekend, really, when you consider both games. Today, I thought it started off just in an incredible way with a great crowd, really cool shirts. Those senior shirts were awesome, honoring our seniors. Amazing anthems. Ron Callan singing Joe's Polish national anthem was incredible. And what a selfless, cool act that is on his part to learn it, to share her culture with Beaver Nation, and to honor Joe for all she's done for us. It was so cool to see her run to him and give him a big hug. You could tell how much it meant, and then the team was saying, I was a couple people from her, but they said that she was singing the whole time, and how special that is. And so that just epitomizes what we're all about, I think. I thought that was so neat. And then for Katie's sister, Lindsay, to sing the anthem, and that was amazing, before. And Katie didn't know that was coming, so it was a surprise, a McWilliams surprise out there. Obviously a very talented family. And then for these two to play the way they did today on, their last regular season home game was really remarkable. You hope it goes well as a coach, but there's always so much emotion, and both of them are fighting back tears, families out there, big old celebration, their heads up in the crowd and all those posters and everything. That's a lot to take in, and then just like that, before we're even off the floor, the starting lineups are being announced, and so then bam, we're right into the game, so fortunately we started a little better than we did the other night, and then this team just found a way once again against another very good Pac-12 team, a team that's played incredible on the road in UCLA, very talented. They're growing together. You can see it. They are, I think, they're a better team than we saw the first time around, and I think they'd say the same thing about us. I think both teams have similar trajectories this year in that, you've got talent, but new people in new places, and so it's neat to see that team grow. But we made the plays down the stretch, couldn't be prouder, and just thankful for another incredible, environment to compete in.
Katie, these last 7 days, 3 games here, all coming down to the wire, senior day, just how fun has this week been, and just how big was it for you guys to come out with these three victories here at home?
Extremely fun. Obviously, 3 big games, and we competed well. And I'm really proud of the people that stepped up, the big performances we had, especially from this girl right next to me. Aaliyah has been playing super well every single game, and then Joe too, just stepping up in big ways inside and getting those blocks that we need, and just playing big inside. And so just really proud of this team, and looking forward to what we have in the future. But senior night was incredible. Thankful for everybody that was able to come out, for my family, for just being so supportive and loving, and to be able to share it with Joe.
Joe, yeah, talk about that. A real exciting environment. You've been playing really well late. How good do you feel? How comfortable do you feel now out on the court? I know it's the end of your career, but do you feel like you're at a really good spot now, and you're really providing a lot of spark for this team?
Well, definitely I feel more comfortable than I were, but I just need to keep working and getting even more comfortable. But it was such a great win today.
And what was that like hearing Ron sing the national anthem?
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. I know that's just super hard to pronounce some words in Polish, so I was like super impressed by his ability to really sing it, and it sounds really good.
How much help did you give him?
I gave him some advice, but it's really hard. Polish is really hard to learn. So it's amazing.
Aaliyah, just to come out of here with 3 wins and where you guys are at now and the way you guys have done it. I mean, you hit that big 3, coming there. Did you feel like you needed just one shot, not necessarily from you, but just one more shot to kind of get a little separation late, that you might be able to get these guys finally?
Yeah, obviously it was a close game. I think it was 2 at that point. So, yeah, I think one more shot from anyone, but kind of gave us a little more separation, a little more room, not to relax, but just a little bit more confidence. And I think we had 2 huge performances from both these girls sitting next to me. Katie stepped up huge on the offensive end to start the game, kind of set the tone right away, and kind of, I don't know, it was kind of to all of us like, hey, we're not losing this game. And then obviously Joe on the defensive end and on offense, but defense especially, made huge stops for us, huge blocks, so I'm super proud of him.
Scott, down at the very end there, did you guys consider fouling them, considering it was a 3-point game, putting them at the line and trying to win it that way?
No, sir. No. 19 offensive rebounds. This is the #1 offensive rebounding team in the Pac-12. We're the #1 defensive, so it was a battle between those two numbers today. And the way the game went, I've leaned against that through my career, just based upon my experiences. For whatever reason, it just seemed to work out better for us not to. Not saying I'm opposed to it. I think there's a situation for everything. But in this game, with the way this team rebounds, I just thought we'd play it out, and fortunately it worked out.
Katie, Joey, 19 offensive rebounds for them. What makes those guys? What makes them so tough on the glass?
They go hard every time, and they're big bodies in there. And it's just it's a battle, and obviously Joe did a great job boxing out and getting blocks and all that, but just something that we need to work on a little more.
They're very athletic, and
yes.
they play with a lot of heart, and they pride themselves on it. It's one thing, there's lots of great athletes, but it's another thing to go after the ball the way that they do. And so the way they play, it's very impressive. The three of them in particular. And so it's a big challenge. It's slightly different than most teams because of their relentless effort after it. We forced a lot of perimeter shots. I don't know what they shoot, 37. So we made them shoot poorly in the second half overall, which led to offensive rebound opportunities, and sometimes it's the bounce, and sometimes it's, them jumping over the top of you, and so we could always get a little bit better, but I think you got to give them a ton of credit.
And Aaliyah, that final defensive possession kind of came down to one-on-one. I guess what were you trying to do, and trying to not give up an open look from three, I assume, right?
Yeah, obviously they needed a 3-pointer, so I just tried to stay in her space. She hit some tough shots the whole game, so I knew I had to keep a hand up. I knew if I gave her any room that it was going up, so it's just kind of make sure I made her catch it higher up so she wasn't right on the 3-point line, and then just stay in her space.
Scott, what do these two seniors mean to you and Oregon State?
Yeah, great question. Well, Joe chose us because of our success with post players. That was one of the reasons. That's why we were in the game with her. She, the people that were helping her figure out the process while she was at her junior college in Kansas, Seward County Community College. While she was there, she was looking at different programs and had options. Certainly anybody that, needed size. And so we did. We had an immediate need. And she saw the success that Ruth Hamlin had here at that time. And so it meant the continuation of that. It meant, another foreign player looking at the success that our foreign players have had to this point and saying, okay, this is a place that takes care of people, so it validates that. And then I think what everybody's watching, here's just another incredible story of development, someone who finds the right culture to be a part of and then works hard. And she has put in so much effort and work, knowing that she has a great opportunity, but mostly she just wants to be a great teammate. She came here to develop as a player. And so having Joe, just validates what we're doing. And then it's so fun for all of us to pour into her. And she's a great person. And so it's been so much fun to support her, knowing how far out of her comfort zone she was a year ago. She just is so endearing to everyone because, we saw it initially, and then now to see her carry herself like someone who almost puts up a triple-double, in a Pac-12 game against UCLA. Unbelievable, her growth. So it's just a continuation of that, so just another amazing person far away from home that's thriving, in our culture. And then for Katie, Katie came to us at a time that really validated our program, in my opinion. And so for me, my goal was to build Oregon State into a program where if someone from our state or the Northwest would like to stay home, they had a great option. When I first got here, Oregon and the Northwest was losing people to programs further east than here. They weren't necessarily staying on the West Coast. Certainly weren't staying anywhere in the Northwest at the time. And so my goal was to build a program worthy of it, not just because you want to stay close, but because actually this is the best fit for me, and this is the program I want to be a part of, no matter where it is. And so Katie chose us knowing our program as well as anyone. She sat in these stands since she was a little girl watching Oregon State, and then watched our program for the first 5 years closely, and the first 4 before she had made her decision. And so she knew us. She knew any wart that we had. You know, she knew all the good stuff too. She had watched us had success. She's like, I want to be a part of this program. So it validated, you know, those things for us. And so she was a huge recruit for us at a very important time, a pivotal time. And so she kept our culture going. She means the world, you know, to what we're doing here. And then to have the career that she's had, you know, been a part of championships, you know, net cutting, banner ceremony, you know, all these things, competing in the tournament every year and taking this program to places it's never been. She's been a part of every step of those. And so they mean everything.
And on the flip side of that, Katie and Joe, what does this program mean to you guys?
Well, it was, of course. I'm so glad that I can be part of this program, and so thankful.
It's been an awesome experience, and I'm just so blessed that I got the opportunity to come here to Oregon State and to be a part of this program and to be coached by Scott and just to help continue the culture that has been built here. I've learned a lot from the past teammates that I've had, and still learning today, and just so proud of the teammates that I have today. And I'm just, I don't know, it's just very blessed and thankful for what I've been able to experience and for what we have to come.
How about 7 blocks?
I know. I saw that.
Katie, so 2 games in a row now where you guys really have to play late, play down the wire. It's a close game, but you guys are able to buckle down and pull out the victory. What do you think that says about your guys' mental strength and just, what do you think that says about you guys as a team?
It just shows that, like, in any close game, we're able to pull out that W, and so we're able to execute exceptionally well on the offensive end. Whatever play that's called, we're gonna execute that to a T. And then on defensive end, we're gonna do whatever we can to make stops. And so I think it's just accumulation of offensive, defense, execution.
Thanks, everybody. Somebody.
Go Beavs!